a psychotic killing spree,
I hate
causing
this.
the
I really
greatest
hate
loss
this.
of life in recent history.
These guys might as well be
Deus
ghosts.
Jensen.
Yes?
I don't think we can really hack anything in here. Then we'll get in a lot of trouble.
Look, I'm going as fast as I can.
Zilv, yeah, that's the big thing. Jensen doesn't have any type of rejection syndrome, so he doesn't need the neuropathy, which is why he's not picking it up.
The people studying the train station security
My
cameras
boss hasn't checked
asked
in
my
for
opinion
days.
about how vulnerable.
It occurs to me that he might be buried somewhere in the rubble.
Last night, what I need you to do is listen to
Hey, Agent Jensen. Nice work in Dubai. But still, you know what I want to know is who those ogged up guys in the gold masks were. I'll be compiling all the case files, and as soon as I know anything, it'll be up.
Dude, Juventino with the 10 gift bomb. He says, since y'all are so cute, and then he dropped the 10 bomb. Oh, thank you, friendo. That's super nice of you.
But it's the trigger
I would
that
have thought
really
you'd had your fill of these guys
Thanks,
since Dubai,
man.
Jensen. The Jinn, a group of smugglers led by twin brothers Salar and Wasim Alam. Their exact base of operations is unknown, but it's most likely in Muscat, Oman. The brothers Alam have been in operation since 2020 and have greatly expanded their operations since then, including mercenaries, ex-military, nationalistic agitators, and other colorful criminal agitators from Afghanistan, Iran, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, and the surrounding region. They deal in drugs, weapons, medical implants, ogs, and they occasionally throw in some human trafficking.
Fun.
Maybe the connection is
I don't even know where to start with theorizing
The elusive
percentages.
Radic Nicolazzi. This guy's a piece of work. Driven
There isn't
and
much here to
ruthless.
go on.
When he came up, he was the youngest boss in the Diwali crime family. The man spends more money on suits than most people spend on their houses.
Thanks. Keep
But don't let the
digging.
looks and the haute couture fool you. He's the boss. He's in control. And
Is
he's
it or is
squashed
it
more
not
than
a
a few
probable
people who've
target?
tried to take him down along the way.
Who am I? I'm the guy doing this.
You know as much
fucking
as I
job.
do
Who the
about
fuck
these
are you?
guys.
How's
They're
security
augmented,
over there?
well-trained, and very dangerous. And they seem to be massing weapons and augs for some sort of attack. We don't know
Maybe
what
whoever's
yet.
in charge
What I need
doesn't
you
want
to
anyone
do is listen to
Dr. Talos Rucker,
Nut up and take
former
the
limb
police
clinic doctor and current leader of the Augmented
Listen to
Rights
this police
Coalition.
chatter?
Rucker has chosen to
God,
leave
it's
his
probably
native
a
Germany
error.
and to live in the Utrecht complex near Prague as a protest to draw attention to the upcoming human restoration vote.
easier if someone would just
Rucker is a
step up and
pacifist
do
and
it.
believes that what is happening in Prague is what will happen all over the world if the Restoration Act becomes law.
You're saying as opposed to conducting an actual
I'm sorry, we're all in strung out shape.
Samizdat is an underground news outlet that likes to think of itself as the real news. They are anti-establishment and anti-almost everything else, including business addresses, so we like to keep our eyes and ears open for any mention of them.
preemptive
These
action would be
guys
great.
might as well be
The New Sons of Freedom, or NSF, is a small group of militant constitutionalists and secessionists operating in the continental United States, particularly in the Pacific Northwest. The group was formed as a reaction to the American government's increasingly authoritarian regime. NSF is committed to fighting the influence and control of a group of unknown people they believe to be the Illuminati with strategic guerrilla warfare strikes. They are suspected of having ties with Janus and the Juggernaut Collective.
The NSF, for those who don't know, are the big bad in the original Deus Ex, which happens chronologically after this game. So it's super cool to see him in here.
Composition could tell us a lot. It's the
Ah,
trigger.
what to say about the Juggernaut Collective that isn't speculation. A bunch of their members were running operations out of Montreal in 27, resurfacing for a while in 28. You heard of the Rifleman Bank Station? Bell Tower? Anyway, the Collective is a group of hacker activists, or hacktivists. God, I hate that word.
I'd love to get
Dedicated
a
to
look
the
at
cause
the
of freedom.
myself, but
At least that's what they say, or what their actions appear to say. They fight corruption by exposing hypocrisy and protecting the unprotected. No one knows the real power structure inside of the Collective, but there is one name that echoes over the darknet. And that name that echoes even louder than Hex, and you can talk to Peter Chang if you don't believe me, that name is Janus. And some say Janus runs everything, while others think there is no Janus.
Who am I? I'm the guy doing this fucking job. Who the fuck are you?
Janus. I mean, what can you say about him? Or her. Nobody really knows who or what Janus is. But what many believe is that Janus is running the most dangerous hacking group in the world, attacking corrupt politicians and businesses on a global scale. The corporate world is terrified of Janus.
Rather not say what this reminds me of.
Yeah,
What
Janus.
I need you to do is listen to
Janus is about 80% an asshole.
Composition could tell us a lot, but it's the trigger that really does the talking.
Thanks. Keep
But he's an okay guy.
State police are playing stingy with sharing evidence.
You like that one? I think it's the second time we sprung at this playthrough. I trust your hunch is better than most people's evidence. There's no way if the Volley number 2 owns it, the storage locker is 100% clean. Ooh.
These guys might as well be ghosts.
Jensen,
Maybe
we need
whoever's
to
in
talk.
charge doesn't
Ah.
want anyone to feel safe.
What's up, big guy?
Smart move.
My God, Jensen, I heard about the explosion. We should relocate. I was thinking we could corner Director Miller together. Tell him it's not safe enough here.
We're fine, Chang.
The police station, the train station, we're next. I can feel it. I can more than feel it. I can see it happening.
No one knows where we are. There's no reason to get paranoid.
That's where you're wrong. They're trying to pull the lid off of us, Jensen, or someone is. Praha Dovos just got hacked.
Our building's front company. Thought it was fake.
I wish it was fake. Miller's got me cleaning up IntelliCam footage from the attack to help figure out who these people are. Meanwhile, maybe they're trying to figure out who we are? Why else poke into an import company?
You think someone's figured out that the company's a front? Maybe they know what's really down here.
We have a lot of enemies. The people who bombed the train station. You don't think they'd love to know where we are? You need to help me figure out who's looking into us and make them stop.
I'm gonna need more information about this snoop of yours.
Do it.
I don't know for sure that our cover's been blown, but if it has, we need to know before our enemies have a chance to do something about it.
You got an MO in this hacker?
At first I thought it might be the Collective.
But you're not convinced.
Not Janus's style to leave crumbs this big. But whoever it is, they risk exposing us.
Shakedown Sanctuary,
If the
love
Collective
it.
ever found out where we operate, my God, Jensen.
Maybe Janus knows already.
Hey, don't say shit like that. I get nervous enough as it is.
You really think there's a risk here? Maybe someone's just poking around the fake website of a fake company.
If someone points a gun at me, I assume it's loaded. If someone hacks into the website of the company that serves as our cover, I assume they're doing it for a bad reason.
Such as?
Everything depends on who they are and what they know. But we're in the business of dealing with terrorists. If those terrorists find out where we are...
TF-29 likes its privacy.
Sure. More importantly, Chang likes being in one piece. Unlike you, I don't just brush off explosions.
What can you tell me about our front company?
Praha Dovos
What kind of hot dog was
designed
that?
to
It was
be forgettable.
delicious.
The
The
kind of place you
Nathan's.
walk by 100 times and still can't remember.
It obviously caught someone's attention. What happens if we're compromised?
My guess, we dismantle and disappear. Agents go into hiding, Director burrows into some hole, poof, no Christmas party.
What?
I need you to find out as much as you can about our Snoop. Make sure we're not in danger.
Galliard, sorry about that, buddy.
All right, you have any leads?
I traced our hacker Snoop to an unrented apartment. Top floor, 33 Hlavny, just down the street. This guy walks by us every single day. Probably walks in.
You're kidding.
See? You feel it now. The constant buried alive feeling. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought we were supposed to be suspicious of things that go on outside these walls.
It's never that simple.
Just get into that apartment, access the computer they used, and find out what you can. And be careful, Jensen. We don't know who we're dealing with.
I'll look into it. As soon as I know something, so will you.
It'd be easier
Okay.
for someone to step up and do it.
Maybe we should do this now. Let's do this now. Yeah, I want to. Well, first we're gonna visit the shooting range, and then we're gonna go and do that quest right now. After I loot this office raw.
Janus relies on public perception.
This is so weird.
Explosives were designed to get maximum
Something here,
speed.
I'll find.
Did you do Kohler's quest to get rid of Og limits? We did. We contacted Kohler. We met with him. He told us about the item we needed to get. We got the item, but then he said he was going to call us, and we have not gotten that call yet. So there's that.
Janus relies on public perception. Listen to this.
Here, wait on. Oh, IT support.
There was another attempt to breach our firewall last night. The reason I know it isn't the Juggernaut Collective who tried to hack us is that they gave up after only an hour. The reason I know it isn't the Juggernaut Collective who tried to
I'm
hack us.
very
is
disappointed that
they
he's
gave
not
up after only
mentioning
an
turning
hour.
it off and on again. I'm not super happy about this.
Hey, Adam. Hey, Adam, hang on a sec. Filling out supply request forms for McCready and his boys is tedious as hell, but I don't want to give him another reason to say no.
Say no to what?
Are you kidding me? Right now, you're the only active augmented agent we have. I'm hoping to change that, been asking him every week practically, but
Oh, wow.
so far, permission denied.
Really? He give you a reason?
Says my stress levels are too high. Told me I should sign up for meditation classes and drag Chang in with me so he'd chill out and stop changing security codes all the time. It sucks because I really wanted to find out who those crashers in Dubai were.
You were saying your stress levels were affecting your chances of becoming a field agent. Why is that?
I have a rare resistance to neuropazine. I need more than the average person, especially in stressful situations. They say I'd be too expensive, so it's not just discrimination. That would be easier to deal with. It's a combination of things.
Is she augmented?
Well, that combination of things is pretty bad in Prague, and getting worse.
I know, but Interpol was the only agency who would give me a chance, and this is where I was assigned. I have no problem with that. I'll take whatever they throw at me.
Good.
It took me
yeah,
months
her
of
arm.
rehabilitation, getting used to the new arm, learning how to shoot again, learning how to tie my own boots. But I did it, and I'm better than I was before. I want to help, and I can. My place is out there in the field where I can make a difference. You know that. And if you can do it, so can I.
Don't give up, Aria. Semper Fi.
Hoorah.
Laszlo with the 60 months from the Doom 2016 till now. What a run it has been. Co-Whiskey. Laszlo, thank you for your 5 years of support, my friend. Really appreciate it, buddy. It's a long time. Thanks.
I still can't believe Miller gave the gold mask case to McCready.
Oh, I'm sorry, Adam. You were there too. You're probably as pissed about those guys getting the drop on the team in Dubai as McCready is. I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't been there. Agent Singh might have been killed.
After the bombing, when Chang changed all the locks and codes, was he under orders? Was there a credible threat to our location?
Maybe, but I don't think so. You know how he gets. Still, he wasn't the only one overreacting this time. A lot of people have been here for over 36 hours, and the state police have not exactly been cooperative.
I can imagine.
It took several hours before we got the security footage from the train station and surrounding streets. It's like they don't trust Interpol. It's weird. I can almost understand Chang's paranoia.
Well, Chang doesn't trust anyone, especially anyone in law enforcement.
Well, if you thought he was high-strung before, the attack only made him more manic. He's making connections no one else sees, and some that may not be there.
Explosions tend to damage things like sensitive electronic equipment.
Right? Try telling him that.
Well, I better let you
We
get
should
back
say
to
before we
work.
go in here? Okay.
Yeah, sure. Talk to you later.
Cool. All right, let's do a hard save here just in case. Inked blood. If this happens before Human Revolution, how does Adam have his augmentation? Oh no, this is 2 years after Human Revolution. Yeah, it's basically like right at the culmination of events at the end of HR. A bunch of stuff happens that we're kind of like still trying to figure out in Alaska, and then like he starts working for Interpol, and then we're here just shortly after. Okay. Oh, Inkblood says, never mind, my bad English apparently. No, it's fine. Don't worry about it, dude. A lot of people in this community don't have English as their first language. All good. Oink. Oh, man. That's not happening.
Hey, Adam. Hey, Adam. What's up?
Well, I better let
Didn't
you
they tell
get
us
back
to go
work.
down here?
Yeah, sure. Talk to you later.
Flex says, what happens after mankind divided? That's the question. That's the big question. Well, maybe this is, maybe it's over here. Is this it? Oh, there it is.
Hey,
Right
Adam.
there. save it. It's over here. Is the Alaska base a hint towards Invisible War? To be honest, we're gonna let's not spoil it at all. There's a lot of people watching this for the first time ever, so we'll talk about that more when we get to it. Mm-hmm.
So, you've decided...
When you enter the shooting range, your inventory will be temporarily removed. It will be restored as soon as you leave. You can use any of the weapons in the shooting range. Experiment and identify your preferred range, rate of fire, and damage level. There are different ammo types as well.
Why did you need some practice, huh?
I do. Okay.
Adam, how's it going? Any trouble with the plant?
Patience, Alex.
Okay. Interesting. Shooting range bug. Fun detected. Shutting down server. Good talk. I done broke it. I done broke it. Co's been hacked. It's true. I just got hacked by the collective. Yep. If your game crashes going in or leaving the shooting range, try dropping every item in your inventory on the ground and then going in. Got a lot of items. Just don't go in the shooting range. Do we need to do anything in the shooting range? I don't really remember. I'm gonna try it one more time. Maybe try taking your pants off. Get ahead of you, buddy. It happens when you have too many items for the game to remove. Oh. So that actually does work. Okay. Interesting. It's just gonna be like a giant pile of stuff on the ground. I swear to God, if someone comes in and takes my stuff. Nice. It's gonna be the biggest pile of crap right here. Okay. Corona Steingates is coming in to take Co's loot.
What?
Don't you get any of my stuff?
Adam, how's it going? Any trouble with the plant?
Patience, Alex. Trying to find the best way to access the motherboard without blowing my cover.
Sorry, man. Message received.
Oh.
You know the best tip my training officer ever gave me? Reload your weapon before it's empty. Saves time. If you zoom in using iron sight, you'll acquire targets faster. Try it. You'll see the difference.
Oh.
Of course, you know a headshot is the fastest way to take down a target. But watch out for helmets. They'll slow you down.
Ooh.
Okay, if your target is wearing armor, you'll do less damage per round.
Oh. Whoa. Okay, that's awesome. I didn't know this was a thing. All right, cool, cool.
Easier, right? Remember that, Agent. The right tool for the right situation. Could save your life. Now, let's take a look at the technical targets. These are tougher to disable using regular ammo. They tell me shooting security devices isn't usually the best way to go. You should try to disable them.
Okay. That's awesome.
Once you've disabled a security device, your armor-piercing rounds will take it out more easily. You should always have at least one backup weapon, so you can improvise, adapt, overcome any situation. Hoorah.
Hoorah.
Seems like you're warmed up now. Let's go over some of the other aspects of your weapons.
Ooh.
I like how silencers reduce sound, but the trade-off is less stopping power, less damage per hit.
Okay. Jesus. A lot less damage.
See how much extra ammo you need because of the silencer?
Hey, Natalie.
Normal. But if you need to be quiet, Adam, the silencer's the way to go. Just remember the decreased damage. You know, there are several other types of attachments you can use to upgrade your weapons. Keep your eyes open for them.
Oh, what? You just hold R? Oh my god, I'm so glad we did this. Okay.
Again, reloading your weapon before it's empty saves time. The pistol in full auto will take down targets fast, but it'll burn through your ammo.
Cool.
That's your refresher, but I'm sure you already knew all that stuff, Adam. Feel free to come back anytime.
I thought there was some, like, competition or something we could do. No? Guess not. There's nothing in there, Adam. I dropped it all. Okay. Gotta admit, that felt pretty good. Okay, let's do 1, 2, 3. I don't think we need to upgrade anything. All these upgrades took, right? Oh yeah, we're looking good. Okay, great. I wish there was a way to like save your loadout. Bum 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 bum. This is a no-kill run? Yes, it is. Yep. Non-lethal. Great. Okay.
I don't want any trouble.
Then you will not get it. Yes. Dude, this would be so cool when it's raining.
Skoro mi připadá, že jsme v choboutu s rusákama.
Hey. Oh man, you got like actual food. Nice, dude.
Whatever you want, I can get. Cheap, high quality.
Checking your drawers. Don't mind me.
What did you do that for? Well, hello.
Okay.
Nothing suspicious here. Can't take that kickback.
I gave the police a list of all the renters in my building that I suspect of being augmented.
What did you do that for?
I'm protecting the real people in the building. And most of them on that list are a few months late with their rent anyway.
You ass.
Nice coat.
Thanks. The main character is supposed to be a law enforcement officer or more of a rogue? A little bit of both this time around. I mean, he's definitely following orders, but at the same time, he's doing some other stuff too. Stuff.
Fail to comply will be arrested and relocated to designated AUG-only locations. Safety is the primary concern, especially in the wake of the AUG incident, where millions of people lost their lives due to malfunctioning augmentation. Opponents of the legislation have been protesting all over the world, and many of the protests have turned violent. This escalation in the violence and rhetoric has only widened the gap and polarized the dialogue on both sides of the issue. We'll be watching these events closely.
Okay. Legendary Rob Boss says, why is your DMCA Twitter post on the top post of LSF? Just because that's the hot topic right now. Yeah, there's nothing really else to it. It's the flavor of the moment. A major streamer got DMCA'd yesterday, and me and many other people have commented on it, and that we're not super pleased about the current state of DMCA on Twitch, and you know, it's making the rounds. The only hope is that something happens at Twitch before something happens from the outside, basically.
In yet another augmented
We'll see.
terror attack, 251 passengers aboard Sister Airlines Flight 451 were killed when an augmented passenger broke into the plane's cockpit.
Yeah, it's the whole situation is super weird. I mean, not only was the streamer doing something they obviously know they shouldn't have been doing, but other streamers were doing the same thing and didn't get hit for it. So, and then other streamers tried to do similar things just to see if they get hit for it. So it's like it's such a messy situation. Really messy.
These are the greatest concerns of the digital age.
It's not good.
And we at Palisade Property Bank have made addressing those concerns priority 1. Information archived within the walls of Palisade Property Bank is beyond the legal jurisdiction of any government. Assured anonymity. Palisade Bank Corporation is now and forever will be the most secure corporate archiving company.
Look, Co, at the end of the day, you need to watch Avatar. Oh, I know. Apparently I do. I've never watched Avatar. So that was my main takeaway, was I need to check it out.
Always watching, because you are always watching.
Yeah, for sure.
Turning now to Prague.
Hey, Freak, I don't watch or follow him on anything, man. I wouldn't even know where to start with that.
Hundreds more injured yesterday when bombs exploded inside Rosika train station.
That's it, Co, you're fired? I'm sorry. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I've heard my kids would like Avatar, but maybe when they're a little bit older. Yeah.